Hey everybody, here's another interesting thing I learned, and this comes from a sermon by Don Carson. And so he was speaking about the uniqueness of Christ, and one of the things he pointed out was that the founders of all the religions of the world, if you were to replace them, their religions would still remain intact. And so this is what he means basically. For example, with Islam was founded by Muhammad. And the idea is that Allah gave Muhammad a revelation and he started the Islam faith. But when you think about it, Allah could have given anybody else the revelation and the religion would have started. And that's the same with the enlightenment of Gautama Buddha. That's the same thing with almost every other religion. And now the uniqueness of the Christian faith, however, is that you cannot displace Jesus and still have the Christian faith. You can't put Paul in his place and the structure still holds. And the reason is this. Well, it's a couple of reasons. But one of the reasons is this. The reason why Jesus alone was able to die for our sins is because he did not have sins of his own to die for. And so if Paul was to attempt to die for our sins, he couldn't, because he had his own sins that he would need to die for. Peter couldn't do it because he also had his own sins to die for. Abraham couldn't do it. Isaac couldn't do it. David couldn't do it. Moses couldn't do it, because every man was born a sinner. But Jesus, who knew not sin, was able to step in our place as a lamb of sacrifice without blemish. And he was able, and he alone is able to die for us because he does not have sins of his own to die for. And that's the uniqueness of our faith, is that you can't replace Christ. He is the only one of his kind. That is the gospel.